We're here with Archbishop Jeffrey, our Illuminati representative, and going over conspiracy news that I like to call. He says no conspiracies, all real. How's it going, Archbishop?
It's been a good week. It's been a good. I made some stops to Epstein Island, made some stops to Bohemian Grove, and now we're creating another version of those two places very soon. So I'm excited. We have Vladimir Putin coming by. We have some prime ministers showing. We have some of the royalty showing from UK. So we're moving. We're on a great start right now.
Man. Okay, well, let's get to it. Let's start with some hip hop stuff. Pop Smoke. I see a lot of people said he was set up. Was he set up, and was this somebody that you guys beloved because he was pushing an agenda that you guys wanted, or was this something that he?
Yes, his death was a sacrifice for us to move forward with the current uh death death epidemic in New York as far as as far as more drill music is more young kids killing each other. And but we had to he brought in that wave of music, and that was our way of putting everything into gear with the current war going on between the young black youth in New York. So yes, we set him up and we used the lady that was with him to do it. The woman that was with him was actually the one who gave, certain individuals his location and, you know, yes, things of that nature.
I
So
got
we
it.
appreciate her, allegedly.
And did y'all tell 50 Cent to be the one to put out his produce his album, his posthumous album, or was 50 in? Like, how did that work
Those
out?
albums were AI generated, so all of those albums weren't necessarily real. They were him. We took out his consciousness and put his consciousness into a machine that was able to push out those albums for us. And that album was the New York's version of Get Rich or Die Trying, because Get Rich or Die Trying was actually an album that ushered in a lot of gangsterism into the culture, and generated a lot of death and a lot of young black youth who wanted to push the agenda of gangsterism. So that's what that was for, as far as for the young New York era.
Oh, you heard it here first. I had to ask that. So let's go to another one. So RP Pop Smoke. There's another one, RP Juice World. So how did this happen? Was Juice World a sacrifice?
So
Or was that just coincidental?
yes, that was coincidental, but we wouldn't say a sacrifice. He was, as far as his murder. He A lot of artists that come around, we have them for quick money grabs. They aren't really here for a purpose. They aren't really here to 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 push anything, push any agendas. He came and he went as we just wanted to get a quick cash grab out of him. And he served his purpose for the few years he was here, and we were able to push as much music out, as much sadness out, as much depression out as possible with Juice World. And
Give him a feature with Eminem.
yes, sir, we gave him a feature with Eminem, who was also a victim of drug addiction and overdosing and things of that nature. And Juice World pushed that agenda for us to get more children on more drugs, carry on the future legacy. And yeah, we appreciate Juice World, and the way he passed away was very ushering into our new era of music.
Is Eminem another elusive one? Because he was on the verge of death with the pills, but he got saved. Was that somebody that he's like a Kanye and Trump? Like he's real elusive to you guys, or is he playing right into it?
Eminem, we still work with him very closely. He will be dropping an album very soon, by the way, where he's given us a sacrifice that he was able to get out of our grip. So A lot of the things he does when he sacrificed his best friend to us, and that was his escape. See, we can do that as well. If you want to get out of our grips, we could release you, and that was his way of, offering someone to get out of his hold that we have on him. And thank you to Eminem.
The crazy part about that is that the video for Toy Soldiers was out, and it was proof got shot in that video.
Yes, sir.
And I want to say it was like a pool hall or something very similar. Mm-hmm. And he was alive at the time. Mm-hmm. And then when the video, then after that dropped, then some months or a year later, that's when he, passed, which is kind of crazy.
Correct. So we have so the world is like the Matrix. Do you remember in the Matrix when Neon would walk through?
Neo.
Neo.
Yeah. No, you good.
Neo could walk through the Matrix, and an agent could take possession of anyone he pleased to get to Neo. Mm-hmm. So with our power that we have power to take possession or become an agent of any and carry out anything that we would like to do to the Neos of the world. So with Eminem, they usher in, they promote, or they let us know what they're willing to do through their music videos. So with him putting proof in that video to pass away, he showed us how he wanted us to do it, how that he was okay with making that offering, that sacrifice, and we carry it out. We're able to take possession and take hold of any individual and program certain situations for things to happen. So it looks natural. It's the same thing that happened to Takeoff. So Quavo showed us in his music video with Takeoff, the dice game, the RIP in the background, the gun in the music video with the contract. That was his way of telling us, I'm okay with this sacrifice. This is the sacrifice I want to make. That's why he made sure that Offset wasn't in the video, because he needed them to know that it was Takeoff, the one that he needed to go. So with him putting the RIP on Takeoff's scene, the gun in the music video, also the time of the music video, he put all of these things into rotation. So we knew how to carry things out and how to go about the sacrifice and how we would take possession of certain people, such as they do in the Matrix with the agents, So
yeah, that is pretty crazy. When you put it that way, it's like connecting the dots right there. It's like, hold up. Especially when you look more into the Eminem and Proof video. All right, sorry about that, guys. So next topic, let's do BTS.
Yes, sir.
The biggest, I say artist, but biggest group in the world. Of course, they're on hiatus right now because people are serving in the military. But do they push the agenda that you guys like, the feminine agenda? They get close in the pictures, or do y'all have anything to do with that? Because Scooter Braun is out here. Of course, in America, he's an American, but he's dealing with them because they basically K-pop bought QC 300 through Correct. Scooter. So talk about that. I know that's your nephew, right? Or your cousin?
Yes, sir. Scooter. Correct. So as far as Scooter Braun, as far as BTS, a lot of his artists are leaving him because he's ushering in an agenda with BTS, with K-pop, with who they're buying off. BTS, we love the boy bands, and we really want them to push the LGBTQ agenda. We want to make men a little bit more comfortable, because we believe the more comfortable men are with each other, the closer they get, the more vulnerable they are with their emotions and their feelings. We believe at some point they will start gaining feelings for each other. They will start gaining emotions for each other and sexual emotions for each other. So BTS exhibiting certain behaviors, certain way they dance, certain way they move, the way they they move their hips. We want to we've made young men more susceptible to accepting these feminine traits, and K-pop and TikTok go hand in hand, because TikTok is also hailed from Asian eccentric type people. So that's what BTS is for.
Interesting. I had to get your take on that. So let's see. Next, last two. Let's do Doja Cat. She's looking like a demon and a succubus in that video, and looking real weird, doing weird dances to 2013 DFW jig. So what's going on with Doja?
Doja Cat is currently possessed. Doja Cat, she's not the same individual anymore. We've possessed her. Doja Cat has been gone for a long time, and we've put her to rest. And that is currently a demon. It's not Doja Cat anymore. Doja Cat has passed away a long time ago, and we've taken control of her flesh, and now we're using her flesh and her influence and her popularity and her visibility to now possess more people. Because whatever you absorb through your eyes and your ears, it will soon consume you as well, and you will become more desensitized to it. And that's what we're using her for. The sooner we desensitize the people to demonic possession and demonry and a lot of Satanism, that's how we'll possess them and get them to pick up our practices. So whatever our practices are, as far as pedophilia, human trafficking, body part selling, or consuming drugs, and it makes people a lot more susceptible to the negativity that we want to possess them with. So that's what the new Doja Cat Clone helps us with.
Breaking news: Doja Cat Clone. Okay, last one. This is RIP, one of the GOATs, Kobe Bryant. Let's talk about that. I see some theories out there that people are saying with Kobe Bryant.
So I will confirm all the theories that you guys heard may be false. I know exactly why. So we had a talk with Kobe Bryant. We love Kobe Bryant, by the way. Phenomenal basketball player, phenomenal athlete, very, very articulate and brilliant in his nature. And we wanted him to turn his daughter into a male. You see, that's why we made Dwayne Wade into the Hall of Fame, because what Dwayne Wade did with his son, Kobe Bryant was supposed to do with his daughter. So because Kobe Bryant declined the offer, that's when we decided, well, since you won't make your daughter a male and push our youth advocacy of LGBTQ trans rights and choosing their sexual partners and the freedom of their expression of their sexuality at a young age, we will take you and your daughter. So, there were multiple things that he was a wild card. He was hard to control. So since he didn't transition his daughter into a male, that's why him and his daughter had to pass away. And also, he wanted to, not only that, he wanted to create his own basketball league and put our NBA out of business. So he was having some talks overseas with creating his own NBA league, his own version of the NBA. And with his power and his influence, many people would have went there. So with that being said, we had to go ahead and get him out of here, because with the NBA and our NBA players, we control them and we control a lot of the things that they push, the agendas that we push and we accept from them. So with him, it was several things that we just had to get him out the way. He also had a lawsuit pending on us that if he would have won that lawsuit, it would have exposed a lot of things that a lot of things that we put into our drugs and we do to people who take our drugs, and what our drugs contain, and how the people react to the drugs. Had that information got out about our pharmaceuticals, we had to go ahead and get rid of him. But other than that, though, we love Kobe Bryant, and we love his family, we love his daughters, we love everything about him. It's just business is business. It's nothing personal, and I'm sure he understands.
You heard it here first. I had to ask because I see the theories that are out there. Well, that is all that we have for today, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate you coming through, Archbishop Jeffrey. And this is Pop Austin Media, ILLuminati representative Archbishop Jeffrey, Conspiracy News. We signing out.